Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Thursday, June 11th, 2015, and let's get to it. We're about 4 weeks away from kicking off the Chicago Pro, and it looks like John Delarosa is officially throwing his hat into the ring as an early favorite. Earlier in the week, Delarosa released a few progress photos that are sure to give the competition their fair share of nightmares. Over the last few years, Delarosa has turned himself into a top-tier athlete in the sport and seems to have made tremendous improvements once again over the course of this past off-season. If he shows up at his best, he might find himself as the last man standing while everyone else battles it out for second place. We've officially entered the season for Olympia preparations, and the current king of the 212 division is already hard at work as he looks to become the first four-time champion in the history of the 212 division. Late last week, an absolutely enormous Flex Lewis was spotted training back as he enters into the first phase of his contest prep. After dominating performances during his first 2 years as champion, last year, Lewis left the door open a crack, fueling the internet rumor mill about potential contenders to unseat the throne. But after a long offseason, Lewis looks to be rejuvenated and hungrier than ever to prove once and for all who the undefeated, undisputed champion really is. Flex Lewis isn't the only 212 competitor headed to Las Vegas looking to make history. Coming off a very impressive fourth-place showing at the Arnold Classic earlier this year, Erin Clark is also looking to distance himself from the competition and make his way into the history books. Clark has been spotted putting in some hard and heavy days in the office lately as he prepares once again to do battle against some of the 212 elite 15 weeks from today at the Orleans Arena. Clark has been steadily adding size in all the right places without ever managing to sacrifice his razor-sharp conditioning. And should anyone leave the door open just a crack, we can fully expect Clark to kick it in and battle his way up to a top 3 placing. It doesn't look like William Bonac has been missing too many meals lately. Earlier in the week, Bonac released some new photos showing off the type of scary size and shape that led many to predict he'd be a potential top 10 Olympia finalist a year ago. Although we have yet to see Bonac take the stage this year, traditionally he's been more than likely to pop up on the radar during the second half of the bodybuilding calendar. When he really dials it in at 100%, Bonac is good enough to hang with just about anyone. And his 2 wins in 2 seconds last year prove it. But if Bonac's going to break into that next tier of elite athlete, he'll need to stop playing the size game and come in at his absolute best level of conditioning. If there's one thing that makes or breaks an athlete above all else, it's consistency. And if there's one thing we've learned about Branch Warren over his 20+ years in the sport, it's that he gets to the gym and flat out goes to work more consistently than just about anyone we've ever seen. Recently, the Texas Titan was seen blasting his arms as he prepares to gear up for what he hopes will be another strong Olympia push. Even at 40+ years old, and after suffering enough injuries to cripple 10 men, Branch still finds a way to get in the gym and grind out a level of intensity that most mere mortals will fail to ever achieve. And once the lights go on and the curtain rises in Las Vegas, I'm quite sure that Branch Warren will be at his best, because that's what he does, consistently get the job done. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.